Ladies and gentlemen, now today we're going to be having a bit of an early look and play about with Annihilus in Marvel Contest of Champions. And one thing I want to talk about before we start this video is because over the weekend we did an early data mined abilities breakdown, and we do that with every single champion usually that comes out in the game that we can get files on. And Human Torch from that breakdown looks like he's actually a little bit better in the game. He's also got Iceman immunity and like a couple of other things that are going to make him even better. However, Annihilus, from the early abilities breakdown, is missing like a few things. He doesn't have any way to go unblockable, which is actually quite good, I guess, if you're fighting him, and he is a massive pain in the ass. So that's, I guess, a bad thing on offense, a good thing for if you're fighting the champion there. Also doesn't have his prowess. The 70 Fury stacking mechanic doesn't seem to be there at all. So yeah, we are missing like a few things that he had in the data mine files, so it kind of looks like it was a case with Annihilus, like original Carnage, that he was way too overpowered and they've had to tone him down just before release. And I've played about with Annihilus so far, and I don't think he's the worst champion in the world, but I'm not too sure he's going to be dethroning any of the cosmic gods anytime soon. However, at his base, he does have some very valuable utility. He's immune to Incinerate, Frostbite, Cold Snap, or any effect that lowers or locks power, so that's very, very nice there. Also, his Obliterating Strikes, which have a 60% chance on every single hit, apply Armor Break for 5 seconds, and also Stifle as well. So you're going to see this champion is an absolute debuff machine, but also having an incredibly aggressive Armor Break in matchups like Iron Man Infinity War and Red Skull, and any scenarios you can think of where there's a lot of armor. This champion is just one of the craziest armor break champions I've ever seen, man. There is so much armor shatter going on, so I'm absolutely loving it, but still not quite at the Medusa level of shutting down robots there. And aside from that, we've got the special one. Kind of the main functionality of that is to refresh the stifles and then increase his power gain while the stifles are paused, which is for 6 seconds, by 9% for every stack of stifle you've got. The special 2 converts all the stifles into kind of a massive fury, which gives you a really nice burst. So at, I believe it's a maximum of like 12 stacks here, this is 360% attack, which can be doubled by the awakened ability, but you need to play very aggressive to get kind of a large fury off there. And also the special 3 inflicts the opponent with 10 stifles and also increases the duration of stifles and debuffs, stifle debuffs by 125%, as long as the opponent has 1 stifle, so it kind of makes it easier to perform like a bit of a wombo combo with the special 1, special 2. But anyway, man, it's much easier to kind of understand how this champion works when you get into it. But also his awakened ability can increase the potency of fury, armor up, and precision buffs by 100%. He doesn't have any precision buffs, so I'm not too sure why it still says that. I guess you've got the precision from the mastery if potentially needed there as well, so it might be an interesting synergy there. But when the opponent is against the wall, so you can have pretty much double your fury there if you got a max signature ability. And then also the synergies, just to cover these as well. So I think the most valuable one is really the Dark Hawk one. So when striking an auto-blocking opponent, he is taunted. So when he's taunted, he's unblockable and has True Strike. So you can absolutely tear through any auto-blocking opponents there. So the Dark Hawk one, for certain scenarios and quests, I imagine is going to be very viable and very powerful as well. I really just wish he kind of had this ability on his base. It'd make him a little bit more snazzy when it comes to those matchups, but that's great for Medusa, Iron Man, Infinity War, Dark Hawk, and a few other auto-block champions there. But anyway, let's stop waffling on, jump into a little bit of Act 4, and kind of do the Maestro test. Now, usually we use 3-star champions for this, but he's a 4-star 330, so he's only a little bit more powerful than kind of a maxed out 3-star comparatively speaking. But yeah, the very first matchup here, because all of Annihilus attacks are physical, and Hulk has 80% physical resistance, the damage isn't going to be too great here, lads. You know, we've got an 80% damage reduction, so just keep that one in mind for this very first fight here. But as you're going to see, man, Annihilus is an absolute debuff machine. So many debuffs, and look at those armor breaks, man. They are firing off left and right. So that's a very nice feature of the character here. Try and get a good old stack of stifles, hopefully off this combo. Fire off a SB1, that's going to lock the stifles in for 6 seconds, and then increase our power gain, a little bit of bug server lag update. Always a very, very fun time there. Let's fire off another one. Right, we're at 10 stifles there. 11 stifles, boys. Let's get going. Let's get going. So hopefully one more combo, and then we can fire off a special 2. Let's go for it. 10 Furies there, lads. And again, 80% damage reduction. So hopefully this actually does work quite nicely in a fight where... you know, we can have a little bit more damage seeping through. Fingers crossed, boys. But you can see there's some really nice burst potential, especially with that special too. But will the champions, after Hulk, survive long enough? We're going to have to wait and see on that one. But I like his animations, man. He's quite fun to play. But I think probably one of the biggest disadvantages to Annihilus is just comparatively speaking, being in that Cosmic class, man. It's a tough time to be a Cosmic character because there are so many banging Cosmic champions in the game. Got to compete with Hyperion, Corvus, Medusa, Proxima Midnight. It's a tough place to be, lads. A tough place to be. Right, let's fire off that SP1. Lock down those stifles. I forgot what special 2 this lad has. Yeah, it's just visions. That's not too bad at all. Bit of super fun lag there. Let's go for the special 2. And obliterated, mate. He does feel quite fun to play, man. I really do like his animations. But you do need a very, very aggressive playstyle if you do want a fair bit out of this lad. So maybe I can understand why he was toned down a little bit, boys, but that Data Mind Annihilus abilities have me way too excited, lads. Way too excited. But these armor breaks are incredibly valuable as well. I've tested him a little bit against Iron Man Infinity War, and we're going to showcase that matchup right at the end of this video as well, because it's a very, very fun one. Right, let's fire off that. Should lock him at 5 there. Alright, let's go for this. Hopefully going to lock him at something like 11. Get a massive power gain now. And I don't even know if we're going to be able to get to the special 2 here, lads. Let's go for it. Oh, well, that didn't show too much damage because the fire just ended. But trust me, boys, that special 2 is quite nice when it fires off. But I also feel like in the shadow of Nick Fury, no champion is really going to seem that impressive, man, just because Nick Fury's bleed damage is so incredibly insane. But I'm definitely getting something around like the low demigod, high demigod vibes for Annihilus. I'm not quite sure I'm feeling god tier when it comes to this champion. And also, it'd be great if the Stifle affected all power gain, so the Stifle only reduces offensive power gain and not defensive power gain. And in this magic matchup, it's just an absolutely terrible one for Annihilus, really. Just in all honesty, boys. There we go, right, let's go in for a 5 combo, and very luckily, these opponents do not have the special 3 active. But yeah, terrible matchup, man. Magic is not good at all for Annihilus, because you do need a matchup where you can really get in there and hammer, and I feel like matchups where you can't play very aggressively, you're just not really going to want to play Annihilus, to be honest. But again, he's got Incinerate immunity, he's got Cold Snap immunity, a lot of debuffs, lots of armor break. Might be some solid uses for this boy, man, and certainly not going to be the worst champion to pull, because I imagine he's going to be an absolute nightmare Clown Fiesta on Alliance War defense. I should have waited another combo before firing off that SP1. I feel like in these shorter matchups, it's maybe not even worth it to use the special ones. Maybe we should just go for a special 2 right off the bat. And the special 3, I've played around a bit with the special 3, but honestly just don't really feel... I'll show it as well, maybe toward the end on Realm of Legends Winter Soldier, and it could be alright in matchups where you can't play as aggressively, because it like doubles the duration of all stifles, so it makes it a little bit easier in certain scenarios to get up to the 12 stacks and then fire off a mega special 2. So it's going to have its uses, but I feel like for your standard short bursty matchup, there's not too much use there. You can see, for getting rid of armor breaks, man, those Red Skull matchups, those Iron Man Infinity War matchups, just great to have a champion that has like a 60% chance to armor break on hit. Just very, very nice. Right, let's go in, and special 2, Annihilate. Did we get no... We got no crits. What a great time, lads. What a great time. Right, so that symbiote is down. don't really feel like we're getting the most value out of this Cosmic Supremacy synergy in a lot of the matchups here, but also we have the Arc Overload Iron Man, so maybe ramp up to a big old special too, if not try and figure one of those out on Maestro. Alright, let's get stuck back in. And then cheeky little 5 combo, special 2, obliterate. Very, very nice, man. His animations, they feel so fun to play. It honestly feels like you're just tearing at the opponent. And yeah, feels very, 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 very menacing. I quite like it, man. Quite like it. I think they've done a good job on the animations. Although Annihilus is still a massive pain in the ass to fight, man. We had some good fights on the free-to-play account yesterday. I think I'll upload some highlights later. But also, especially for matchups like Iron Man, just tearing through that armor, which is at a really, really nice time. And also, all of these debuffs have some sick synergy with Despair, I would assume. So we'll have a little bit of a look next time that Arc Overload comes around. We get one more combo. Let's go for it. Right, we've got all those stifles paused as well, so you can see no Arc Overload there. So there are ways that you can play with that special one, spamming it to really create kind of a heal block effect. It's really, really nice there. So yeah, good matchup, man. Good matchup. I think if you get this dude like fairly early on, man, you know, if he's one of your first 4-star champions, he doesn't necessarily need to be awakened. It's just like a nice little bonus for him. I think he'll be a fairly good champion for questing and cutting through content. As you can see, this rank 3 4-star champion is putting in a fair amount of work today, man. He's just making a lot of the fights fairly smooth and fairly quick. But I'm not getting like any whoa, this champion is beyond insane vibe. But I think he's maybe got some strong high demigod tier potential, either low demigod, high demigod. That's kind of what I'm feeling at the moment, because I do need to bear in mind his power level is like slightly stronger than the average 3-star champion. But in scenarios where there's a lot of shrug off, man, as you can see here, definitely diminishes his effectiveness as well. So there are strengths and there are weaknesses to this lad, much like any champion. So there we go, that symbiote's down, and I think we're going to heal up Annihilus a little bit here, just get ready for the Maestro matchup. Because sometimes champions can take a little bit of a pounding when it comes to this one. Oh, I've only got a full energy refill, man. That's a little bit annoying, but we'll go for it. I think we'll probably do Master Mode Human Torch as well, just to test this lad out a little bit further. Right, let's chuck in some of the level 3 health potions here. 3 of those boys should be enough to get him up to a good state. And then we can go in for the Maestro matchup here. So how good are my SP1 evades? We are certainly going to find out today. Oh, okay, so he nullified my Cosmic Control Rod at the start, so he immediately got the Fury. How did he nullify that, though? Oh, yeah, and when we don't have the Cosmic Control Rod, we don't get all the debuffs. That's a little bit annoying, actually. Come on, mate. Right, I think he'll use the special 3, because that will increase the duration of all the stifles a bit. Which should allow us to hopefully get a mega special 2. Fingers crossed, but we need to bait out SP2 of his quite quick. You can also pound into the block to get the stifles, which is what I really like as well, man. That's a proper good time. So wish there was a way to like shoot up to the special 1. Oh man, where are these obliterating strikes at, boys? Let's go. Oh man, it dropped off. Mate, that is really unfortunate, isn't it? Bro, we just had some terrible RNG with those obliterating strikes at the wrong time. But you can kind of see what I mean, hopefully, about that special 3. Maybe not always being the absolute best one. Let's go. Boosh. There we go. So, 82 hits. Again, I don't think that was the best fight and best showcase of Annihilus gameplay, because he's a little bit tricky, but that's also one of the cons of the champion. Need to play quite aggressive, but it wasn't a bad Maestro kill at all. It wasn't the slowest kill I've had in the world, but it wasn't like a, oh my god, this champion's dying so quick, god tier beyond god tier kill. But it's a fairly nice one, man. Fairly nice one, so not too bad at all, lads. Right, let's go ahead next up and jump into the event quest, and we're going to go for the negative zone. Let's go for Master. Damn, have I not done this already? Dude, I need to hurry my ass up in here. Am I going to get kicked out? Hopefully not, man. Hopefully not. Right, let's zerg it down, boys. Let's zerg it down. There is a chance we're going to be kicked out of this one, though, so we'll see what's up. Hopefully we can snag the Human Torch in time before we are kicked out of this quest, and hopefully it's not going to expire like mid-fight. So, I mean, it's a great way to test a multitude of wonderful stuff today. Come on, Rocket. What you saying, mate? Let's have that special one. Let's go for it. As long as we can get into the Human Torch fight in the next minute, we should be alright. Oh, whiffed it a little bit there. We get a parry. Come on, mate. There we go. 5 ints. Oh, that's beautiful, mate. That's beautiful. That special 2, it feels really, really good to fire off. I love champions. If that special 2 had like True Strike as well, so you just nuke down like Iron Man Infinity War without a care in the world. Oh, that'd be so good, man. That'd be so good there. Right, let's jump into the Human Torch fight here. And again, Annihilus is immune to Incinerate. So even if we do get his smolder up a little bit, we shouldn't be too screwed. Don't think it's worth using the special 1 lock. Alright, let's go back in, boys. It's rubbish. Right, let's go. We're on the comeback, lads. Oh, no. Right, so close, man. So close. Come on. Hopefully this SP1 is going to crit. Down, boys. There we go. Human Torch is down. But you can see, man, he wasn't bad in that fight at all. We definitely got it done fairly quickly there. Now, one thing I want to showcase is the Iron Man Infinity War matchup as well, because that is definitely one of the scenarios. You know, there are a fair few tech champions, Red Skull, Civil Warrior, Iron Man Infinity War, Howard the Duck, that have a lot of stacks of armor, and a very frequent armor break can be incredibly useful in these matchups. So let's try and have a little bit of fun here with Iron Man Infinity War. Get to a nice little special to get a few Furies going, and then see if we can finish this match up quite nicely here. Right, I think we'll try and bait out SP2. Alright, let's go, mate. 1, 2. It's a little bit annoying because, again, Annihilus really does need that tempo to bring out the most in his damage. Right, that was rubbish in terms of the stifles there, boys. Let's try another cheeky little 5 combo. See if we can get some good stifles. Hopefully some great RNG here. Yeah, there we go. That's 4 stacks of Fury. Great obliterating strike there. Be a little bit careful about the auto block. Oh, he didn't get the obliterating strike. Okay, so we got stunned there. But if we have the Dark Hawk synergy, you can completely bypass that as well. Is the standard heads up, and let's fire off that final one, and there we go, boys. So, you know, he's not a bad partial counter to Iron Man Infinity War, and especially if you have Dark Hawk, he's kind of a full counter, but he really, you know, removes that need to, like, worry about looking at the armor up stacks, and then you can just focus on his animations. So it's not too bad at all, but I think one final thing we'll do is go into Realm of Legends, just to try and test out the combo potential of this lad with 12 Furies as well. See if we can get that, open him up a little bit there. So let's see how we get on, man. I'm going to see if I can do it without the special 3, but we'll just beat into Winter Soldier and try and test this Lance damage output. And again, remember, this isn't a rank 4, this isn't a rank 5, it's a rank 3 4-star champion. So something to keep in mind is you're not going to see the best damage in the world because he's, you know, nowhere near those higher power levels. But we might be able to see some cool stuff, hopefully. Right, I kind of flubbed up that combo a little bit, boys. But it's all good. We're just getting in the mix now. Let's fire off the SB1 there. Get those stacks of Stifle. Right, I think the other stacks just dropped off before that one. But you really want to be able to, like, get into him, like, right after you use that special one to kind of take advantage of that power gain. Really wish the Stifle was locked for something around, I think, like, 8 seconds or 9 seconds would be great. Because look at special animations like this, man. It really just cuts it off quite quick. There we go. We got 9 stacks now. 10 stacks. 12 stacks. That's the amount of stacks we need, lads. Now we need to keep on refreshing it, so you can see it just becomes a bit easier to combo if you were to have the special 3, because I don't think we can get to a special 2 in this time. Let's go. Oh, actually, we might be in an alright position if we can parry straight away. And he doesn't use a special 2. Let's go. Okay, so this is the big obliterating strike. Didn't get any crits on it, man, but it still dealt a fair bit of damage there. And as you can see, there are some... 5k medium, man. Dude, that's really nice. Rank 3, mate. It's pretty good. You can see there's some crazy, like, ham potential of, like, a really nice burst mode with Annihilus here. But it does take a fair bit of, like, preparation and setup. Words are so hard, lads. Words are so hard. Sometimes you go to say words, but then you can't say words because they're so difficult, man. So difficult. But yeah, I feel like just for the average fight, though, maybe it's better just to kind of nuke in. Take what you can in terms of the Furies. Got the Cosmic Supremacy, you can maybe stack them up if you're playing quite aggressive. But yeah, once you get some of those Furies, man, the damage is much nicer. But without those Furies, mate, he's a bit of a wet noodle. But yeah, this is sick damage from a rank 3 once you get at least a few stacks of Fury, though. Let's fire off one of those. The Obliterate is also some awesome damage as well. Yeah, I really enjoy this champion once you get into him, man. Right, I think what we'll do, we'll try and get as close... Actually, we might as well use it there, man. That's a really good opportunity. There's just so many Stifle in that combo. Let's go, boys. But my rank 3's he's getting a little bit melted here. I feel like we did no damage in the first 100 hits, but these last 40 hits have been smashing it up, lads. Smashing it up. Let's go. Come on. Ping, ping, ping. That special 2 is sick. I love it. About to die, though. Well, okay, so I played rubbish. We can establish that I played rubbish for the first 80 hits, and that didn't really help too much. So yeah, I don't know, man. Maxed out. Maybe as a 4-star, you're getting this Winter Soldier down, and maybe like 200, 250 hits if you're playing super, super well. Maybe more around 300 region. Wasn't bad though, man, once you really got into that one. But overall, my final thoughts on Annihilus. I like playing him. He's really, really fun to play. He's got some good utility. I think when he does come around to the 4-star, 5-star, 6-star basic pull, he's going to be a good champion for a lot of people to pull because he's got, you know, some very useful utility for a lot of fights and scenarios. So yeah, I like him. I think he's a good addition to the game, like offensively. However, in terms of the comparative spectrum of the game, the Cosmic class with Hyperion, Medusa, Corvus Glaive, Proxima Midnight, Venom the Dark. You know, you've got so many astounding Cosmic champions, and I'm not too sure he's quite like up there. I feel I get kind of like a bit of a high demigod tier vibe now that I've finished this gameplay video, and he's impressed me a little bit more today than I thought he would. But yeah, I'm interested to know what you think of Annihilus in the comments section below. Do you like this champion? Do you not like this champion? What matchups, what gameplay would you like to see of Annihilus? Let me know. But aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Smash that like button. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.